Hi, I'm Makai. So, recently I made a video about how to activate your passive vocabulary. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Today's video is going to be an update to that. It might be useful for you, it might not be. Okay, so the new strategy involves finding audio of words and phrases in your target language, cutting them into pieces, smushing them back together somehow, and then taking those tracks and putting them in iTunes or whatever, I don't know, and then putting it on your phone as well, and listening to it on a daily basis. In today's video, I want to show you how to do that. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, straight into it. Alright. Okay, so now I'm in front of my computer, as is implied by the mise en scène, and I'm going to show you where to find words and phrases in your target language. Alright, so the first place we're going to go to is a site called Vuze. So let's do it. Vuze.com. Vuze is essentially a place where you can download audio in lots of different foreign languages. Alright, Tim, you forgot how to spell, mother. Let's click on that. The word or the phrase that you type in comes up, and then they give you some examples.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime. And then you can download that by clicking on the word, and you want to make sure that you get a well-recorded copy. So let's listen to a couple. Let's listen to this one.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime. Let's listen to this one.
Je t'aime.
Yeah, let's go for that. Click on that. And boom, bam, bim. Done and dusted. It's all freaking downloaded now. Let's type in cochon, which is a pig, for those that don't speak French. You get the word, of course. And then what I also want you to do is download the examples as well. Okay, so one thing to note right now is that for some reason with the examples, you don't have an option to download them. But I can't figure out why. You can't download the phrases, but you can download the words. So I'm going to show you how to download the phrases, but just, in a backwards kind of way. What you want to do, if you have Google Chrome, I don't know how to do this with other browsers, but if you have Google Chrome, do as follows. And if you don't have Google Chrome, then download Google Chrome and do as follows. Right, you want to click on this thing right here, and then you want to go to More Tools. Then you want to go to Developer Tools. And then you want to play this one more time.
On a tué un cochon pour faire de la charcuterie.
And within the developer tools, you'll see this piece of media pop up. If you right click that and then open in a new tab,
On a tué un cochon pour faire de la charcuterie.
You get new access to it. Yay! And then just click this button. Done and dusted. And then again, it's just there for you to do with as you please. You can do a similar thing if you want to get audio from Google Translate. I wouldn't if I were you, but I don't know, it's an extra option. Right, so now if we type in cochon en anglais, it comes up cochon and pig. Fantastic. Now, just like we did before, go to Developer Tools and then you click that listen button again.
Cochon.
Cochon. So what you're looking out for is where it says media. Just like last time, you right click it, open it in a new tab,
Cochon.
and you hear it. Cochon. Cochon. And you download. Alright, next let's talk about how to cut up the audio. Alright, the piece of software that I'm going to be using for this video is called Dobby Audition. But that costs monies. There are free alternatives, including, but not limited to, Audacity, and Ocean Audio? I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never used them before, but those are some top-rated pieces of software. Apparently, give them a go, they're free, and away with you! So the first thing you have to do once you have your audio software on your computer is, obviously, open it up. The first thing I want to do though is show you how to cut little pieces of audio from maybe video files in case you have downloads that you've got and you think to yourself, oh, okay, there's some phrases and words in there that I can take out. But let's go to File, Open, Documents. No, let's go to Documents. Let's take a episode of Family Guy, which in France is called Les Griffins. Alright, 10 years later, it has loaded.
Soyons sérieux, lequel d'entre vous est Peter Griffin?
Next, you want to set up a new multi-track, actually. New multi-track session. Let's call it, I don't know, let's call it French Shiz. There we go. it sets me up a little multi-track session. We're going to take the audio, which is right here from the episode, and we're going to drag it into the multi-track session. In fact, I'm going to make this much smaller. I'm going to make a much smaller area by dragging these things. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to zoom in up here. I might just take that bit.
Un peu de thé, Monsieur Vella?
Cool, and you got yourself a little bit of a phrase. Alright, now say I want to add the audio that we downloaded earlier. I've downloaded a bunch of audio already, so we're going to go find it. We're going to go to open, we're going to go to, where did I put it? I've got some of those as well. Let's go to adjectives, and let's pick something that I hate. This word. I can't say this word for some reason, so let's get a few bits of audio from that. But in fact, let's select all of them actually. Anyway, just as a side note, the best thing to do when you're downloading the audio is to download the main words and 3 examples of it being used. And that's what I've done here. So we're going to select all of that, and then we're just going to go to open. First things first, let me double click that. Cool. Double click your multi-track session. Then try to drag in the audio. Drag that in. Now, if you play.
Un peu de thé, Monsieur Vella?
Heureux. Monsieur et Madame Dupont sont heureux de vous annoncer le mariage de leur fille.
Next.
Le professeur est heureux de voir les progrès de sa classe.
Apprendre à quelqu'un à être heureux.
Awesome. If you want to do any further tweaks, there's not really much you need to do. But if you want to do further tweaks, just get, like, in terms of like timing and stuff, just kind of make that shorter. Right click there, ripple delete. You know, it's just to fix up the timing a little bit, because there doesn't need to be those massive gaps. Let's do another ripple delete in here. No, just the gap. Thank you very much. And you know what? That's enough. Right, now you need to export these multiple clips as one track. You go to File, you go to Export, and you go to Multi-Track Mix Down, and then you go to Entire Session. Done and dusted. Then you pick where you want to put it. Let's go to Location. I'm just going to put it in the on the desktop. Let's put it in there. French Shiz Mix Down. Let's save it. I'm not going to worry about any of this, to be honest. Maybe you want to change the format. Maybe you want to make it MP3. Just so that's easier. Go to OK. And then that should be ready for you. Now, if we go to French Shiz, and there it is. Ah, yeah. And if we double click that.
Heureux. Monsieur et Madame Dupont sont heureux de vous.
Alright, there you go. Now do that 1,000 more times. With other phrases, with other words that you want to learn, blah, 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 blah. And once you've got a bunch of them, you want to put them through iTunes. All right, next you open up iTunes and you create your categories and your playlists and put it in a folder, and you should know how to use iTunes, so I'm not going to go into detail here. All right, so I genuinely don't know if I've shown you everything that I need to show you. You know what? There's probably things I'm forgetting, but oh well. And done. Just a little something that you can add to your toolkit when you're trying to, learn another language. Hopefully that was useful for you. If it wasn't, I don't know. If you have any ideas on how to activate that passive vocabulary and essentially just get, speaking a foreign language quicker, then leave comments down below. Or, better yet, follow me on Twitter at Makai. We can have a good old back and forth. Share your ideas. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Coolsies. Thanks for watching. À la prochaine. That means bye. Au revoir.